All around the world, and nothing usually happens to the abuser. So what happens when they're finally caught in the act? Here are 3 times when cops saved men from abusive girlfriends. Starting with the time when a man was rescued from his dangerous girlfriend who has been ruining his life for years. On June 17th, 2022, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in reference to a domestic disturbance, but once officers entered the apartment, they were met with the most unhinged person they've ever met.
Leave my house. Nope. Thank you.
She has my bike.
Leave. You wanted to be gone. Leave.
So we're not going to close the door?
I'm not. Yes, I am. This is my home. I didn't open it for you. He did. I am not opening this door to you.
Who lives here?
I do. I said no. Nobody's opening the door to the cops here.
I do not.
No. Leave. And I'm done.
My God.
No.
And what's the relationship?
We're exes. Just lost his child. Yeah. Friends. Friends don't. Please get out of my house. I did not invite you.
What's up, y'all? This is DHR Friday Studios. The part that I got from this clip, that their exes, he lost a child. Something told me that she had something to do with either his child or her child or their child. I don't know. But the way that it's sounding, it sounds like they had a very nasty custody battle based on what I'm seeing. I could be wrong. But it's stuff like this is why men are going their own way.
You have a right to enter my home unless I've invited you. You do not have a warrant. I did not open my door to you. He opened it to leave.
I understand.
Then bring your supervisor, but I want him
That
gone.
you don't want to talk to me?
That's great. I'm not talking to anybody.
That's fine.
I'm done for the night. He can leave.
Okay.
As he wanted. Goodbye.
So there's another option on the way?
No. You can tell me that you're not giving me STDs because you're a bitch without a rubber like you promised. You can, I don't know, give me the $120+ that you owe me, and then I'll give you your bike back. Like you agreed months.
So you're basically saying that, and you're accusing him of giving you STDs because he was messing with some other broad. Then why are you messing with him in the first place? And then you claim that he owed you $120 because of what?
Please leave.
Didn't you guys call the police?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Out of my home!
Okay.
No, I will get the supervisor now. I did not invite you in.
Don't come
Officer,
near me.
then don't come in my
Don't
home.
come near me.
Now.
Okay.
I'll call 911 again. Do we need to do this?
Go ahead.
Great. Get out of my house, please.
Go ahead.
Get out of my house. I have by every right in law. You do not have a you do not have a right to come in my home.
Touch me, understand?
I'm not touching you, but you don't have a right to be in my home without a warrant. Get out, please. You are not invited in by the homeowner. Goodbye. That's great. Please step outside my door.
The woman continues to yell at the officers for 30 more minutes, and in the meantime, another officer talks to the boyfriend about the situation and how he was assaulted by her in the past.
I made the call.
Okay, so what's going on?
She trapped me in the house. We've argued before. She's like assaulted me before. Obviously I can't touch her. I can't, I don't want to be physical with her. And
Is she your girlfriend?
she's like an ex. We just hang out with friends. And she knew I had to go to work this morning at like 5:30. I do house painting. And when I started to leave, she just like started going.
Another issue I have with this video is him not being able to defend himself. Like, dude, you're in an abusive relationship. You have every right to defend yourself. Stop acting afraid just because she's a masculine female and you're just an average guy. That you should try to do something productive with your life. I don't know. We don't know what really happened in the relationship. All I know for sure is that you let her hit you in the past, which is a no-no for me. I don't care what gender you are. Keep your hands to yourself. And you should have hit her back. I'm sorry. I would have recorded the whole situation. I would have recorded her hitting me. And if she kept on hitting me, I would have used self-defense to fight back. I'll punch her only one time, but not to the point where I'm physically abusing her. Just because you are a woman, a female, that doesn't give you the right to put your hands on any man there is. I don't care if it's from a different country, city, or state. Keep your hands to yourself. That is something that your mother should have taught you growing up.
And she took my bike. I came around, but I need my bike.
Did it get physical at any point in time?
No.
Okay. What is it that you need? Do you just
I just need
trying
my
to
bike.
leave?
I was just trying to leave, but she was threatening me.
So you just want your bicycle?
Yes.
Okay.
The woman continues to not be cooperative with the police officers, which leads to her getting handcuffed, but this was far from the end because she would escalate the situation very quickly.
We're this close to being arrested for resisting.
You're inside my house. Sir, please stop. I'm not resisting. Stop.
You are resisting.
No, right now I am because you're hurting me. Sir. Stop. I will let you handcuff me. Stop.
Put your hands back.
I've done this
Put
before.
your hands
I
behind your
will.
back.
Please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
I said I will. You do not need to use excessive force. You came into my home without invitation.
You are under arrest for resisting and obstructing.
I
Understand?
did not do anything.
And then you claim that you didn't do anything, and yet you beat on your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, because of dumb reasons. Because he wants to have his bike to get around whatever he wants to go around. You basically trapped this man in the house for years. And I see why he wanted to leave you. But regardless of that, I've stated this beginning of the video. Fight back. I'm talking to the guys in the video. If you feel like there is no hope for you in the world because you are in an abusive relationship, there is. You just need to fight back. Record the incident. Show the cops, show the courtrooms the evidence of you being in a physical abusive relationship. You have the evidence, which is why you have your phone. To show documents, to show videos, to show the text receipts. You have everything you need to put this criminal away.
It's been nothing. Please stop. You're hurting me. I will get up. I have a broken toe. Stop.
We're walking to my
No, my son is inside this apartment. Please get me out of these cuffs. I will cooperate. Please get me out of these cuffs now.
You're not cooperating.
I will.
You haven't.
Okay, but I'm freaking out. I have a son. I had an officer walk into my home without my permission. Please, get these off of me.
But didn't you say that he lost a child before? And now you're saying that you have to protect your child. Which one is it? If he's alive still, then I feel absolutely bad for that kid. That he has to be raised by a lunatic of a mother like you.
Please, I didn't. He walked into my home without my permission. I did not open my door to him. He does not have a warrant. Please stop.
You're under arrest for resisting and obstructing. Understand?
Can you please? I'm not going anywhere. Please
Okay.
stop.
I will get my
I
kids
have
back.
babies. Please stop. You are very... Can you please take these off? Put them in the front. Please, I'm not going to run. I have a baby. Please take these off of me.
We need to go outside.
I can't. My son is inside. Let me sit down, please.
That's fine.
If you claim that you have a child inside the house, where is he then? Because looking around that messy of apartment, don't look like you have a kid at all. All I see is a bunch of weird decorations.
You guys don't understand. I'm not trying to resist anything. You guys are threatening me. He came in my home and threatened me.
Okay, so...
I did not invite that officer into my home.
explain something to you? You live here?
Our kid's gonna be okay.
You live here?
I live downstairs, right downstairs.
We'll talk to you in a minute. Can you hang out downstairs for me?
I'm trying to calm down. Can I please have these off? I'm not going to go anywhere. I swear you have a baby right there.
Right
and
now?
two of my children.
Right now, let's go. Listen,
I would like to smoke a cigarette. No, I'm going to.
I need you to calm down for me.
I'm going to. I'd like to smoke a cigarette
So
to do that,
breathe,
please.
breathe.
Can you get the cuffs off
Those
me?
cuffs aren't coming
I
off
can't-
until you're
Sir,
calmed
can
down.
you
She ain't
listen?
smoking nothing.
Okay?
I can calm down if you take these off of me.
Okay.
Where
They're
she's
not
acting
coming down.
now.
Please, sir. I have been
Okay.
sexually abused by a
You
cop.
can
My
make me
entire...
that.
Can you please get these off of me?
that is not going to
But this
happen
isn't
right now,
triggering. That's why I'm saying I can calm down to me. Just even unhook one. Okay?
calm
Can
down.
you please just unhook one. I don't think you understand.
Just calm down for me.
Like, how do you not understand PTSD? Like, please.
Calm down for
Please
me.
take
Nah,
them
let's
off.
get
The female was charged with resisting or obstructing and domestic disturbance. She was issued a citation in lieu of being arrested.
And also, I will probably seek full custody of that child. Because women like this don't deserve to have kids and be in a relationship.
German swinger was arrested after going ballistic during a heated argument. But first, everyone knows you should have good legal representation to counsel with, such as Morgan & Morgan, the sponsor of this video. Morgan & Morgan simplify the process of finding a lawyer for your injury case. After neighbors heard a very heated argument between a couple. Once they arrived, the woman tried to talk to them, but she was an absolute mess, making it 100 times harder on the officers.
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, go ahead, like, you can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm Officer Rubebrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling and screaming.
I'm sorry. I'm starting it.
Ma'am, you was doing all of that crime for no reason. You was no victim at all. You beating up your boyfriend because what? You feel to be entitled because you are a woman? That gives you the right to put your hands on him? It's obvious to me that society has allowed these evil individuals to get away with physical altercations with a man. And it's good that we're seeing more and more of boyfriend beaters getting their karma. And I know I said that wrong, but you get the point. The point I'm trying to make here is that nowadays you usually don't see the media talking about boyfriend beaters getting arrested of assaulting their male partners. But it usually be about women that are the victims of domestic violence, which is true. But everybody is claiming that men cannot be victims. Yes, they can. Both parties can be victims. So don't sit there and give me that crap telling me some men cannot be victims. Yes, they can. Because you wouldn't know how they felt until it happens to you.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-Y-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Okay, go ahead.
So Taylor, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name? Do you need paramedics for you?
No, I'm good. I'm
Crocodile
good.
tears. I don't see no tears running down her face whatsoever.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not anything crazy. I went out on a girls' night and I came home. Safe driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Taylor is clearly beyond her limit with alcohol.
And
During the
of course,
interaction,
alcohol.
she even admits that she was drunk driving too. Despite hearing this, the officer is trying to give her a chance, but after talking to her, he then asks the boyfriend what happened, and his response was unbelievable.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like, I think my truck
is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like, she's on top of my truck jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want? Let's go look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words. That's what I was trying to explain. Is like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her. And she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I can care less about the divorce. I don't care if she's going through one or not. But you don't have the right to jump on a man's car and physically abuse and assault him, because accountability is everyone's kryptonite. What she needs is professional help. The alcohol level is completely common when it comes to people being in a domestic situations. The drugs, the alcohol, once it gets into the system, all hell breaks loose. And that's why I've always said be careful of who you around, especially if you're in a relationship. Drugs and alcohol, jumping on people's cars, being physically abusing people is not an excuse for your actions.
So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that's why it's been hard. It's just been like a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where, it's hard for her, I think, to get help. You know, like she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
And since she's getting a divorce and she's going through it, all because of what happened, I want to know why and what happened to that first guy that ended it, that wanted a divorce. Maybe it's because she done something stupid. Maybe it's because of her. But I found it kind of weird that y'all would just date right after the divorce. Because I don't know if the divorce is finalized or not. But it's the fact that she went insane doing this to this brother right here.
Go home?
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I went inside because I was finally just like, she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm going to go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was, like, I don't know, like her niece or something like that. I don't know. And so I went in there and was like going to get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. You like come get her or something.
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she kept flying in. And that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
What was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know. Something about her phone. She was going off about her phone. And then she chucked her phone at me. And then, she threw it on the ground.
It turns out that Taylor is currently going through a divorce with her previous husband, and to help her cope, she's been drinking a lot, which has led her to getting aggressive with her boyfriend and swinging with her child there. Due to her erratic behavior, she was arrested and is facing charges including aggravated assault and domestic violence in the presence of her child causing injury.
What really absolutely disgusts me about mothers like this is if you cannot handle alcohol, don't drink, period. Matter of fact, don't drink at all. Especially if you're acting crazy and retarded around your kid, because they're going to end up picking up the same habits as they get older. So if I were the man in the hoodie, I would probably just leave her and let her be. Let her get herself together. Let her family deal with it, because you can't fix stupid. You can't help people if they don't want the help.
Time when a woman ran from police after going insane on her boyfriend. On July 20th, 2021, officers responded to a physical disturbance between a male and female in Sparta, Wisconsin. Officers were also notified that the woman was grabbing her boyfriend's throat and ripped up his shirt. After police came to the scene, the woman immediately tried to pretend nothing happened and attempted to walk away.
Miss, stop! I'll take a second car. She's walking away from me now. Stand there. Please don't taser her. Stand there. Stand there. Please don't taser her. Okay, I won't. Okay, stand there. Nice, please, okay? Stand there. She's not. Stand there.
Dang, that nigga fastest on the one. I mean, he was fast as I don't know what.
Stomach. Put your hands behind your back.
My hair, please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Cooperate, please stop.
Do it now.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Please. My hair is in my face. Please.
Put your other hand behind your back.
But after they place her inside their car, they interview the witnesses, and it turns out she was assaulting her boyfriend outside where everyone could see.
What did you see here?
Really?
So, I was sitting in front of my window and they came up with a stop sign, and basically she was all over him. He didn't really do anything, but she kept grabbing him, ripped his shirt open.
He's valid. Negative 99. No one. No kidney.
Kept jumping on top of him, trying to get him to the ground. They finally did get to the ground, but then came back up and wouldn't let him leave or anything else. Where did this take place? Right over here. I don't know whose spot that is. Okay. That's all I seen. I didn't know anything else about back here. What happened? What drew your attention to him? Well, at first I'm like, are they just screwing around? Yeah. Because she was all over him. And okay. You said she was like jumping on his back or something?
Okay.
And then she kept grabbing at his throat.
Charles, Adam,
I'm like,
Mary,
I'm
Paul,
calling
Tom,
the
Ocean,
city.
Nora, first of Nicole.
So, I mean, I can't
unknown spelling.
legally use
I believe
my
her date
radio.
of birth is
I'm on
23
reserve.
of 010623.
She was then arrested and charged with felony battery to an officer and misdemeanor counts of resisting, disorderly conduct, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
At the end of the day, I think it's time to get your passports, because in America, women can always think they can just get away with physically abusing and assaulting the partners because whatever reason. Sometimes I feel like I've seen a lot of boyfriends in videos that are just simping, begging the cops not to press charges against her, not to charge her with anything because they're going through stuff. Now they're just making excuses for their partners that have been abusing them because they don't want the same type of action as men are getting when it comes to being in abusive relationships. I sometimes feel like in this day and age, these men that were raised by single mothers weren't told to press charges against their female partners if they're in a domestic violence in relationships and marriages. Anytime when the man calls the police on a woman for hitting them, and as soon as they get arrested, they turn to betas, they turn into simps because they don't want to charge or press charges against them. I hate to break this to y'all, but your life and your mental health is more important than that crappy relationship that y'all got. Y'all need to get out of this situation. Enough is enough. Stop defending abusers. Stop making excuses. Accountability is a must. They will be held accountable for their own actions. There will be consequences coming their way. And let this be a lesson to the men that are watching this video. Stop making excuses of your exes. Stop making excuses and begging cops to not charge her with whatever. They deserve to be charged the same way men deserve to be charged. Right is right and wrong is wrong.